You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Now for a lesson.
Konbanwa, Anime Otaku Show e yokoso. Good evening. Welcome to the Anime Otaku Show.
You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean.
Remember, we will be discussing all episodes up to the ones we talk about tonight. Anata go supporter o kinishi nanara, soyo. If you don't mind spoilers, welcome.
Go beyond! Plus!
I mean, I guess that's how you start your show, guys. Good evening. And we're off air. Content creators, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how we do.
Oh, good evening, everybody. This is the Anime Otaku Show, episode number 22. I am your host, CJ. Tomorrow's gonna suck. Boats, and joining me into the magical worlds of anime are, of course, Josh Sneeze Missile McGrath
Drink.
Orphanage.
I was attempting to make a clever pun. McGrathrophage.
Nope.
I saw it. I got you.
Carrie, bleeding, blushing, red cell, Wilcox.
I should have worn red.
Justin, Judgment Carroll.
Wait. Damn it. I don't have a book.
Delbert, Whirlwind, Sand. Get it because it would be real bad if sand was in a whirlwind.
Agreed.
Wait. What's that even? Oh, wait, never mind. Hi.
Got it. You figured it out.
Got him.
Got it.
And joining us, of course, is the man behind the curtain, the one, the only Raul. What's a hangover, Garza?
Yeah, what is that?
You should tune in Thursdays to figure out what a hangover is when Raul ever does Liquid Handicap.
Thursday? Oh.
Thursday? Are you already hungover? That isn't how this is supposed to work, Raul.
I have this thing called a delay hangover until it's whatchamacallit.
I wish that worked.
Right?
Where it's like I can save the hangover for when I have time to have a hangover.
Yes. Sunday would be a real great time for a hangover because I don't have anything planned. All right, and good. Oh God.
Thankfully, this is still completely off topic, but whenever I get a hangover, the only thing that really happens to me is that I get really, really dry mouthed and dehydrated.
Yeah.
Mine, the two times that I've had a hangover, has just been mild headaches.
Yeah.
I don't get hangovers.
Oh my.
I've never actually been drunk, so I can't say I've ever had a hangover.
It takes about 10 shots for me to get drunk, and even then I don't really get a hangover.
Challenge accepted.
One of these days I'll guest on Liquid Handicap if you guys have the slot open. Just gotta let me know.
Yeah, dude. Anytime that gets allows us to free up a slot on Liquid Handicap, I'll take it. Oh man. So we got some anime to talk about tonight.
We do have some anime to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
We do.
All right, tonight's shows. I know this is supposed to be Josh, but I just took the reins. My Hero Academia.
Just take the wheel.
Jesus, take the... okay.
Take the wheel.
Season 3, episode 15, The Test. Episode 16, Shiketsu High, Lurking. And Planet With. Episode 3, Avenger 1. Episode 4, Avenger 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
And Hataraku Saibo.
Thank you, Josh.
We are cells at work.
Fucking weeaboo. Just call it cells at work.
Hey, they even say it in the theme song, and it's amazing.
They kind of do.
Fucking call it cells at work.
We are Hataraku. Episodes 1 through 4. We don't have the episode titles, but I'm pretty sure it was Pneumoccoccus, influenza, food poisoning, and
It was a scrape wound between pneumococcus and
episode 2.
It was episode 2 or 3.
basically this guy got pneumococcus, got better, fell down and scraped his knee, got the flu, felt better from getting the flu, decided to go out to eat, and got food poisoning.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
Or
that.
girl. It could be. We
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
know
wait,
if it's male
so
or...
was this only episodes 1 to 3?
It's 1 through 4.
No, that was 4.
Okay.
I only watched one episode, but that's okay.
Okay, okay. So episode 1 is the best because anone. Platelet fans.
The platelets. Oh my god.
Platelets are the cutest thing in the world. I'll be right back. I forgot something. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Justin's platelet cosplay confirmed. All right. So let's go ahead and start talking, ladies and gentlemen, on My Hero, or as the weeb would say, Boku no Hero Academia.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's when you can tell you're around a pretentious weeb, is when the Boku no comes out. Oh boy, so we got introduced to the M. Bison looking motherfucker in his M. Bison looking motherfucking school.
Shiketsu High is so good.
He's apparently on a higher caliber than Shota.
I mean, he kind of just smashed his head into the concrete for no reason. So
because he's Japanese.
He was bowing respectfully.
He was kotoing like no one has ever kotoed in their life.
Right.
With all of the passion in his heart.
Oh my god, you're bleeding. It's fine.
It's okay.
That man is a gem, and you should respect him every moment that he's alive.
Absolutely.
Something NTR.
I'm sorry, what? So we show up at the testing site, and we find out that Class A and Class B are not taking the test together because all of the teachers realize that when you put rival classes against each other in a test, they're all going to be little shits to each other. So they
exactly
right the fuck up. And so it's just Class A by themselves as the only UA people here. There do not even appear to be any upperclassmen taking the test at this particular site on this particular day. So you've got all these little first years, Class 1A, and they're kind of fucking celebrities, you guys. We get a call back to the sports festival where the entire nation watched these guys duke it out with their quirks.
It's kind of funny because it's like, this is the Olympics now, I guess.
Yep.
Or it's the Super Bowl of Japan is a bunch of high schoolers fighting.
Great. I'd watch the shit out of it.
I mean, high school sports in Japan, from what I can tell, is ridiculously high pressure.
I mean, Koshane is, it's the thing. Hey, a weird question. I won't get monetized if I drink beer on stream, right?
You can drink whatever the fuck you want.
This is a mature channel, sir.
Yeah, I swear a lot, but drinking a mildly alcoholic beverage is out of order.
This is delicious.
It doesn't. I don't care if it's delicious. I'm just stating that it's mildly alcoholic.
No, I'm saying like you brought this to the party the other day, and this is delicious.
What is it? What did it
It's
bring?
the harpoon pumpkin cider. It's
amazing. Yeah, no, it's good shit. No, that stuff is real damn good.
Oh, I've had it.
The only reason why I had to get out of my house is because I don't drink a lot. And I'm moving, so like I had to get stuff out of my house, and that would just happen to be in the box of alcohol that I wanted to bring.
Gotcha.
So also, we already knew that Aizawa is the ultimate straight man.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And we found the other half of his ultimate comedy duo.
Dog waifu!
Good.
I ship it.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, hardcore. That's
awesome. So does she.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Her power is amazing.
She built that ship herself with her bare hands.
Yeah, her power is she can make people laugh, and she uses it to incapacitate villains.
Yeah. That is a fantastic power and a fantastic way of using it. And the fact, even though she laughs about it, I think she actually just has the lady boner for Aizawa, because like she's not making him do his power, and he's not making her do his power. Blech. She's not using her quirk on him. And yes, I just Porky Pig that shit. Don't at me, bro. And like he's not erasing her quirk, so.
Yeah, I get the feeling that like he just does not care enough at all, so her quirk doesn't actually affect him, regardless.
He might not realize that she's serious. Like he might just think it's part of an act.
Yeah, because I mean that's what she's there for. That's what she does. She makes people laugh.
And what is it? As soon as she comes, like, "Will you marry me?"
No.
Knock it off.
No.
So okay. So the actual literal best thing ever is I mean, it's funny because like she would be the greatest yet cheapest stand-up comedian ever in the world. But she's also like super. I like how cocky she is. Like I like the little back and forth that they're getting because it's like, hey, my students are cool. My students are cooler. My students are cooler. Fuck you. Literally. Let's go back.
No. Oh, Aizawa.
He's the best dad.
She's I mean, it's fantastic. I like the most of the new characters introduced until we get Negadeku.
Okay.
You know, he had powers.
Oh, you mean Midorina?
Yeah, Negadeku. He even got powers in the next episode, and I still don't know him from fucking Negadeku.
Yeah, that's not the greatest character design on the planet.
You're talking about Earthquake Kid?
Yeah.
Well, technically Vibration, but
yeah, Vibe Boy.
Yeah.
He's a hit with the ladies.
It's him that I don't enjoy the character design of, and
because he looks literally like Deku,
but like super plain.
Well, it's funny because he's the fusion dance between Deku and Kirishima.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you again. I'll keep on saying it. Favorite character design from this entire arc, Windman. He's so freaking cool.
The M. Bison looking motherfucker is awesome. I like him a lot.
He's the best.
I like him a lot, but I refuse to not call him that because that was the first thing that imprinted on me. It was just him looking all sorts of M. Bison.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely gave off that feel.
Psycho Crusher.
I did, and him flying around doing all that crap with wind. I'm like, yep, we are absolutely gonna get a Psycho Crusher before this arc is over. And I will be so happy when I get that because he will fly around, and we've already proven that his head's real hard, so he'll fly around and hit somebody in the head, and I'll call it close enough.
Psycho Crusher, more like Psycho Headbutt.
Zen Headbutt?
Yoga.
Flame.
All I can say is my spirit animal is the announcer.
Okay. I fucking hate him. I hate that.
Wait, who?
The announcer, dude.
Oh.
I didn't get any sleep last night.
He's my spirit animal.
Working on this.
Yeah, but stop and think about that. That is he may not be the best character to have on screen, but he is an accurate portrayal. This is a man who has to work the business side of the world that my hero exists in.
Yeah.
Imagine how fucking exhausting it is to be a businessman in Japan where there are superheroes and supervillains fucking shit up on the daily.
Yeah.
Almost 24/7.
Insurance, his life is probably literally hell.
Yeah, and I don't like. We get like Aizawa pulls off the "I'm funny because I'm tired all the time" routine very well. Like, just now we have Aizawa Light, and he's just not as exciting. And I understand he probably won't be around for long and is ultimately not important. But
yeah, he's still irritating.
Yeah.
Right.
We do get the test starts. They find out that out of the 500 some odd kids that are there, at least only 100 of them are going to be passing the first stage.
Yeah.
I think
the first 100 at that. It's not just 100 of them are going to pass. It's literally the first 100.
I thought there was 1,600 kids there.
Yeah, there was
might
a
be,
considerable amount.
Oh yeah, because it was basically it's a less than 10% pass rate.
Yeah.
Right. Although there was a subbing error that talked about less than 1% of the people would be passing. I'm like, that math doesn't work.
Listen, we have to translate a show. Math is not important.
Nobody's watching this for math.
So
this is not my Mathema Academia. This is my.
I'm no math magician.
No, that's that guy's quirk.
I was gonna say there needs to actually be a hero called Math Magician.
So was anyone super excited at that last part of episode 15 where they show off the fruits of their training.
Oh
yeah, it feels
no,
good. Feels great.
That was fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And even going into the next episode, all of the hisats are really good.
Yeah, because turns out there's an annual tradition at the provisional licensing exam, and that is the
Beat
UA
up UA.
crushing.
Yeah.
and
Because
it's great because it's what's the word? It's not a good idea to see someone. What is it, like 2-3 months since the academic the sports festival?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to think that they would just stay the same.
Right. Most of them apparently, like, the way that they were talking, most of them do. But then again,
Yeah.
most of them, even they're in the sports festival, remember 1A and 1B are only here because they have to be. They have to have their provisional licenses so at least they can defend themselves
Yeah.
when
Right.
fighting against villains.
Yeah, I get the
Normally-
feeling that the only reason that 1A and 1B are even part of the festival now is because they've literally spent the last few months getting attacked.
Right.
Yeah. And the sports festival calls this out as well, where 1A grew so much because of their experience, first of all, and also the teachers have pointed out several times just how ridiculously motivated these kids are. That even the UA pros are astounded at how driven these kids are to improve themselves. So for a class of people that are maybe just normal ass kids who are talented at using their quirks, who are hardworking, but they're not looking ahead the same way that Aizawa says his kids are, yeah, they're gonna stay the same between the Sports Festival and now, or at least close enough to it.
Yeah, I like that line a lot from Aizawa when he's talking to Joke-chan, and she's like, "You guys need, why didn't you tell them about the crushing?" Aizawa's like, "Because we look farther ahead than that."
Yeah,
didn't need to.
Yeah, it's a really neat mixture of both faith in and testing of his students with that line.
Yes.
Because Aizawa's right, it doesn't change what they need to do. And he knows, number one, it's not going to change. And number two, if they have learned what he's been teaching them, they're already thinking of that. And when it goes over to the students, that shows that they are.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing Aizawa has, it's faith in his students.
His children.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you haven't expelled anybody yet? What's
You must
happening?
really
here?
like these kids, huh?
I mean, Minetta's right there. You could have made an example.
I mean, legit. Like,
She's so meta, she doesn't even know who Minetta is, but she's like, you could have done it to him. Name an example. It would have made everybody happy. You think I'm here to make you happy?
and
So-
at that point, Minetta definitely would have thrown himself under her foot and be like, "Please ban me."
Yeah. Yes, please put me under your heel more.
Expel me, please.
Spell me harder, Sensei.
Ah, Mineta.
So
Do I want to
also
put that
we
in
do
the episode titles.
Yes, you have to.
we do also realize what Deku's real quirk is this episode. It's
Braining.
it's further evidence that Deku's quirk is that everybody wants Deku's Deku.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but everybody wants Deku's Deku.
Yeah, that's anime pro tag stuff. But yeah, you got crazy imposter Chan. Not my kind of crazy, by the way.
The pervert, as Kirishima
Not a
keeps
fan.
calling her.
Not a
No,
fan of the yandere.
the
No.
molester. That's what he keeps calling her.
Yandere is not my kind of crazy.
Not Kirishima. Sero.
Sero.
Sarah. Yeah.
So did you guys know that Sero is Horikoshi's actual favorite character?
I can believe that.
That's
And,
fantastic.
Yeah, it turns out so Horikoshi is a huge fan of Spider-Man, and you can go find some of his art that he's done for like color variant covers for like a Spider-Man comic. It's just like fan art, and like an interview recently said, yeah, Sarah's my favorite character, and I will legitimately give him his own character arc. So I'm very excited about doing this eventually.
That's awesome.
It took me way longer than I care to admit to realize that Sero's name is Sero because sellotape.
Sellotape, yeah.
I mean, his helmet is literally the tape dispenser shape.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
and
wonderful.
They made it look compelling.
Yeah, his character design really sticks to you.
So
You really
this
expect
beer
it to be more
bottle is
tacky.
here, and if it was empty and I was near you, it would not be whole. Let's just say that. Watch out, he's got a knife.
Yeah, we got further explanation of just how powerful M. Bison is when he eliminates 125 students right away.
in one go.
Yeah,
It
and
wasn't even, he walks in, he's like, I love your enthusiasm. Let's do this.
Throw your balls in my face.
Let's be sharing your passion.
Yeah, when he's calling them passionate, he's literally calling them hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use the word atsui.
Yeah.
Hunka Chunka, burning love.
And
Yep.
one thing that I noticed is that you can't really view them as they're antagonists to the protags, but they're not villains.
Yeah, they're not bad guys.
Yeah,
they're
hero
just
courses,
they're rivals.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of what they're doing with My Hero. Is they're not giving you they're not giving you villains for the most part. They give you antagonists. That's the reason why the villain arcs only last for a couple of episodes, but you get the sports festival, which lasts an entire season. Like, the USJ attack was only 3 episodes. The Stain was only 4 episodes. For his
Yeah, I think you're right.
One for All was 4 episodes. Like, it is, My Hero makes you focus on the protagonists and antagonists, not necessarily the villains, and I fucking love that.
Yeah, and
Because they don't overuse their villains, because you could really quickly get irritated of Bleed for Me Girl or Twice, because I will never forget his name because he's a glorious bastard.
I love Twice.
I mean, to be entirely fair for me, like, I kind of want to see an entire spin-off of Twice and Bleed Girl doing weird things around the world.
I'm not kidding. There are extra separate chapters about the Villains Alliance, and they are wholesome as hell.
I wouldn't doubt it, because that's something that this universe does. Like, they give you these horrifying villains with horrifying powers. Like, I want to see Moonfish just being crazy Moonfish, but he's when he's not being crazy Moonfish, he's a dad. Yeah. Yeah, Moonfish is a dentist. He's just really that guy from
You'll be a dentist.
Yeah, fucking a little tough horse.
I'd be so okay with that.
The
Spin-off series. Come on, let's do this. Bring it
an
on.
An AU chapter where they're all just normal ass people.
Yes.
Or if they weren't villains.
Yeah.
Just go that way. Just what if they decided to actually be the hero person? Like,
Moonfish is a hero. I have to save you! What? Oh God! I have to find you! Yeah, just Earth 3, that shit where all the heroes are villains and all the villains are heroes. Like,
can
that
you
would be
imagine villain
amazing.
All Might?
oh my.
That'd be
Yeah,
horrifying.
his name
But
is Uberman,
same-
and he's
same-
terrifying.
Yeah, same exact character design switched to a villain.
Watashi Wakita!
Switch to a villain
And then
color set
blows up a building.
and seeing what he does.
Green and purple because every villain is lime.
Yes. Nice.
He just shows up and goes, I am here, and blows up a building.
You're all dead because I am me.
Oh yeah, that's words I need to say about.
This is
Planet
making
Whip
me
later.
sad. Let's talk about something else.
Well, yes. I guess we actually kind of went through this. We see more character development between Deku and Ochako, which is nice.
Yeah.
Always exciting.
That ship is getting thrust down your throat, whether you like it or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, though, how much Deku pays attention to the people around him, though.
I knew you wanted Ochako, but I wanted to save you anyway because you were going to get hurt.
He's a good boy.
Can I just mention, the sheer look of fierce determination on Deku's face?
When he's rescuing her, yes.
God, that was slightly terrifying, but also finally.
Villain Deku.
Oh no, let's stop doing this.
Yeah,
But
this,
no, like,
this was straight up like determined hero mode Deku. This
Yeah,
is you do not fucking lay a hand on this person, Deku.
it doesn't, and like as he said later on, like he knew it wasn't
Yeah.
Otaku, but he was like, I don't care.
Yeah, you were gonna get hurt, so I had to save you.
I didn't know what was happening here, but I'm still gonna save you.
He is the best.
So that ability where she erases her presence, that's not a quirk. That's
That
her.
is a technique. Yeah,
Yeah, that is just her having a natural 20 at all times on sneak checks.
I don't know if it was
That
that
concept is the joke that they basically used with Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way she phrased it, it's something they can teach.
Yeah.
Because she said it was a technique that, like, she specifically said technique.
Yeah,
Not
because
quirk, nothing special. It was just a technique.
because Aizawa is a ninja, literally.
But that's his ability. That's not his quirk. His ability is he's really fast and he's really good with that tape, the tape scarf that he has.
I can't say anything because I'll get told to drink and my drink is already empty.
Get off
so
my
I'm just
anime
gonna
show.
Keep on
Get off my
shutting
anime
up.
show, you filthy fucking manga reader.
Get another drink.
I am already out. This is my actual last alcoholic beverage, and I'm sad.
But yeah, so yeah, like her quirk is imposter that she can turn into other people. That's fantastic. It's a good quirk, especially for a hero. Like I like how they they could have very easily said, yeah, this woman is a villain. No, she's just a unhinged hero who may eventually become a villain, but we don't know that.
I wouldn't say unhinged. She's just focused on her goal, which is taking out UA. Like,
She's pretty unhinged, dude.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean,
I want to see who you are. I want to talk to you more.
But I mean, again, we covered that. It's anime protagonist. Like everybody loves the anime protagonist.
Deku.
Yeah.
Deku.
I'm sure if I saw more of her from the manga, I would have a different phrasing. But it's just she was focused on learning more about somebody that she's seen on TV doing crazy shit.
Yeah, she definitely just came off yandere, but like straight up like textbook yandere.
She's the ultimate undercover informant.
And yeah,
but she needs to focus on learning people's stuff before she tries doing that.
Also, is she technically disqualified now because she stripped? And so
that's
she doesn't
my
have
question. Like, how the hell is she in there still?
They may just have not like announced yet, but she doesn't have her targets on. So
And if you would have touched Ochako in her private parts, by the way, good job, Ochako, on putting your buzzer right in your groin.
That's good. It's good protection, you know.
Yeah.
All the boys will be shy about doing that.
And then, of course, there's Sero putting one on his tape dispenser on the side of his arm, where it almost perfectly blends in.
Right.
Let's move on to another show. I can't not talk.
we did get to see real quick though. We got to see Todoroki fighting some ninja dudes.
That was actually the only last thing I had to say.
Yeah, okay, I'm not the only one that's discount Naruto, right?
No, that guaranteed is what they were
that's-
going for.
That's completely different. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Also, I really like that. I like legitimately like that quirk that the Red Ninja has.
Oh, the embiggening quirk?
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the paperclip at you and turn it gigantic.
And again, because they watched the sports festival, yeah, these are tungsten steel, bitch.
Yeah.
And melt these.
And even then, Todoroki
Take
like,
these nuts.
oh, good. Save me the trouble of looking for you.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I couldn't melt all of it," which tells you he was able to melt it somewhat.
Yeah.
And then his response of, "You guys said you watched the sports festival?" As he's trapping all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
It is good.
I just really want to see Deku get the presence erasing quirk technique because I think it'd be fucking fantastic.
Combined with like the speed of shoot style.
Yeah, like it would be ungodly to see him just be like, "Oh, I'm in front of you. No, I'm gone. But wait, I'm gone like completely. You can't even find me."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we found out that his shoes are not just iron; they have spring-loaded soles.
That's a gift from the best girl right there. I can guarantee.
Double kick.
If I do say so myself, a best girl, a best
Deku
girl.
is,
And he
Deku
admits
is
they're-
channeling his inner Blaziken.
yeah, and he admits that they're training wheels.
That's good that he can admit that. Like he's not going to start off All Might. It's about time that he realizes that.
And I mean, to be fair,
I
like
do like the. Go ahead.
no, I mean to be fair, is like a training wheel, like getting twice as much power out of one kick. That's a pretty big training wheel.
Yeah.
Because he
But I-
specifically said, he was like, it hits once, bounces off, and I can do it again.
I'm pretty okay with the fact that like All Might still said it's like, no, that's not stopgap, my dude.
Yeah, this is a legit technique.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
doing good, son.
and it's the kind of like development that Deku needed, because again, like one, he was destroying his arms every week, but two, sports festival, everybody saw that.
Yeah.
Nobody saw him using his feet at all ever, because every time he's been on TV, it's always been him punching something in the face.
Or snapping the fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the force,
And-
but this is the first time his feet has ever come into play. So it's a complete new thing for everybody. They have no idea how to deal with it.
Exactly. They're used to him trying to be All Might 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So, should we talk Planet with?
We should. So
Let's.
We really should.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
I'm really happy with the show. They
Oh, yeah.
subverted my expectations.
So- Yeah.
this
So
is
these
Mizukami Satoshi. Go ahead. Sorry.
These two episodes are so if we were watching a traditional Toku style show following the photon kinetic god armor people, this would be their mid-season climax.
On episode 3 and 4.
Yeah, where half the team is destroyed, and at the end of the second episode, there's only 2 people left.
Yeah, this definitely feels a lot like Super Sentai, but from the other side, if the Sentais were destroyed miserably.
Yeah, and then one of the girls losing her shit and becoming a motherfucking dragon.
I am Durgan.
I'm a motherfucking dragon. And I love it.
That was a good sequence, by the way. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
Very good
was a
sequence.
freaking
fantastic
amazing to
sequence.
watch.
And just like watching her grow, like my lolly love is unable to fight. I have to fight for her. And she's becoming more and more rage. Finding out that their little ash pile things, I guess, are dragon bits from when Soy Boy's planet was destroyed.
Well, we've gotten a couple close-up shots. They are literally little stardusts in the shape of stars.
Which
Yeah,
is what the dragon poofed into. When
Yeah,
it was defeated.
they didn't seem to explain it very well in the first couple episodes, but this one explained it well without actually explaining it. The Stardust, I would assume, is like the dragon's blood that was scattered across the universe after they were defeated. And they found it, and they can tap into it slightly. But if you tap into it too much, the dragon's like, "Hey, bitches, what's up?"
Mine
Yeah.
now.
I'm beginning to think that. So Nebula, the people were talking about how like the dragon was here. So, I mean, like, is mankind safe from the dragons at this point?
No.
And
Absolutely
so, like,
not.
it's
They made that
this
clear.
is not like this is legitimately just dragon essence that was, I believe, as far as I could tell, probably was taken apart by the director dude.
Yeah,
Used like Nebula came to Earth, found out that psychic energy was actually pretty powerful there, etc., etc. Director is Il Dicarino, 100% supreme.
yeah. I almost get the feeling like what they've shown of him so far. I think he might be from the planet that was destroyed from Sirius. And
yeah,
he's just been pushing off on it, and not saying he hasn't said anything, but he's trying to take over Earth. Is clearly what the end goal is.
Yeah, it's implied that he is either connected to or is literally the dragon that destroyed Sirius.
Considering how much power he was able to exude when he decided to start fighting seriously.
Oh, your hammer's cute. So's a hammer.
Yeah, like
seriously.
yeah, like the fact that he pulled that much power out of his, from nothing, tells me that he has no need for these kids.
Yeah,
I
He can
also
go by himself.
I also think for some reason this guy isn't actually the big bad.
No,
Yeah.
because there's a very interesting little snippet that actually gets info dropped in the credits during the ending theme. The super demure, adorable, green-haired secretary that's always with the director.
Oh yeah.
She's shown in silhouette alongside the other side of the Nebula forces.
Yeah, she is for sure the double agent, and
definitely.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
stealing
subtle,
faction.
of course. So we're thinking that. Yeah, go ahead.
Just at the end of the last episode, like the fact that they cut to her when Redhead Jan was running away, it was just giving her Stardust back. Like you wouldn't cut to a secretary. You just wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's no point. I mean, she's like the handler, but she's still 100% a secretary.
Yeah, and even one of the heroes points out, like, you know an awful lot about these Nebula weapons.
About that later.
Yeah.
Other interesting things from these couple of episodes. What was it? Bellica, the redheaded chick?
Benica.
Benica. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I forgot the name.
Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
This isn't right. I'm out.
Yeah.
She figures it out and she calls him on it.
Yeah, this was obviously the power that this guy is angry about. And if I give it to my emotions, this is what's going to happen. Nah, dog, out.
Yeah.
And you also see that they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost partially wish that she had went to talk to Soya with that. Because like from like the first, well, I mean, like from the first couple episodes, we've seen that he attacks these guys. He takes their little starter file and leaves.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them any further. Like as soon as he gets that, he's done.
Whereas you give the vial back to your boss.
He's just going to give it to someone else.
Exactly. Like you give up. Like you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. But now someone else is going to have to take that mantle.
Yeah.
Go talk to the person that has literally not actually hurt anybody.
Yeah.
And find out what his story is and why he's doing what he's doing.
So he does. He's done the Kamen Rider anti-hero face turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He definitely fought with the other two. And he's like, hey guys, fight with me. And they're like, sure, why not?
Let's see. What else was real interesting about these episodes? Oh, how about the fact that, again, subverting some Toku tropes, it wasn't one of the female characters who fell victim to the illusions inside the Nebula weapons.
Yep.
It was so
Justice.
good.
Justice is great.
I thought for a second you said me. I'm like, happily married dude. I don't need that.
It was Justin. Justin fell victim to the illusions.
Yeah,
surprise! You have a large-breasted stepsister.
In Sentai, and even to some extent in Kamen Rider, but especially Sentai, it would have been the girls to fall victim to it. Because in Sentai, now more so than it used to be, the girls are able to kick some ass on their own, but it's only until the guys are there to take the spotlight back. And then they're back to being accessories.
Yeah.
And
I think that's something that's inherent in the culture.
Sentai is considered to be a boys' series, so the girls don't matter, basically.
That's it.
And this switches it to where it was the female who busted out of it and the guy gave in.
Also, so far, the female characters in Planet With have been friggin' badasses.
Yeah, like, even Lolly made
judo master. Like you have a judo master,
black belt in judo,
and
two of them. They're both black belts.
Win with the power of friendship.
And we even get the fact that Lolly Maid is incredibly powerful too. Like,
yeah. Let's just make a bubble.
Yeah, psychic bubble. Yeah. So, are we gonna ignore the fact that the other side of Nebula is a white dog?
White dog and black cat.
I I love their conversation.
The
in
little
episode
pantomime
2.
thing.
Their
Yeah.
little pantomime and their conversation because their voice actors are the best.
Yes.
They're the two old men. They're the two best old men voice actors, just wisely, throwing verbal attacks at each other and, subtle jabs and stuff like that. It's the best. They're
Yes.
the best characters in the show, bar none.
So good.
Also, it was totally a child thing. What's a hangover? I don't care. Let's do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Mid-series power-up on the 4th episode
Yep.
from a bottle of booze.
Oh,
Also, you guys, they're vegetarians because they're the pacifist faction.
yeah.
That
Which makes me
sense.
so happy. Vegan representation for the win.
But I wonder what would happen if he ever does get to eat meat. Like,
Right?
will
Like, yeah.
that trigger dragon transformation in him or what?
Super Saiyan God.
Because
Calling it
the,
now.
Yeah, because the sensei and what's her name? I can't remember her name. Green hair Lolly Maid Chan.
Lolly Maid.
They are desperate to keep Soya from eating meat to the point that I'm pretty sure that if he went to a convenience store and just fucking bought some, that they would show up and knock it out of his hand somehow.
I mean, I honestly don't think he has any money. Like, I don't think he literally can do that.
Yeah, but still, he's powerful enough to say, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna come in here and fucking take this meat now.
He's
Yeah.
only really powerful with Sensei.
But
he
then
doesn't
what
have
happens?
any power outside of it?
Okay, what happens when he makes friends with the occult club and they all want to hang out at the convenience store after school and someone buys him something?
Yeah, I don't have any money, and Justice is like, "Here you go, friend."
I
Or,
honestly don't think that there
Forced
will
glasses
be.
waifu.
Yes.
I honestly don't think there will be consequences to him eating meat, but I think they're gonna just continually reference it just to mess with everyone because that's how he works.
Yeah, this definitely seems like that kind of show. Like at this point, yeah, your expectations are he's gonna finally eat meat, and it'll be evil because they will flat out, we don't eat meat because if we do, the dragon that rests within all of us will become yada yada. Plot thing, chomp.
Yeah, and I still get the feeling though that it's going to be a running joke. Like it's never going to really amount to anything because the few times he's interacted with other people and gotten food from them, it's always been vegetarian.
Right.
Like he's like, "Oh my god, you're eating a meat bun,
Bun!
give me," and then he gets
Chomp. It's
a
red
red
bean
bean.
based.
Which is amazing.
I would love to have a good red bean bun right now.
Right? Oh my god.
And even when he's hanging out with class rep Chan, like she borrows his food, and it's all tofu stuff.
It's delicious, but why isn't it actually meat? Said every person to his vegan friend.
Yeah, but it's still delicious. That's all that matters.
Yeah, this show, like, I don't know about Burger Face or whatever the fuck it was called that you mentioned that I made.
Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
Yeah, that one. Whatever the fuck I said. I don't know those shows, but I just know like this is doing like this is itching. This is getting that Fooly Cooly itch for me of the weirdness and not pretending that it's not weird.
Yeah,
Like
They're out with their weirdness.
for the record, I am holding back on watching Fooly Cooly until we can binge it all together, all of us.
Yes, I agree with that. I have not watched a single episode either.
but yeah, like speaking because I wasn't on the last episode, and so I don't know what you said about the first 2 episodes of this, but I watched the first episode. I was 5 minutes into it. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? What is this?
And why
Just
can't
a
I
skate
stop
costume.
watching it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just upside down bear. What is happening here?
The first episode is a mind fuck, to be sure, and
Yeah,
then you get into
and
the
then-
second one and it starts to click.
Yeah, it starts to like even out, but like that first episode, that weirdness, I'm just like, I'm in.
Let's go.
And I think it was episode 3 with the upside down babies.
Yeah.
Oh,
My wife
those
was
were
like, what the
frightening.
shit is that?
I was at work in the break room on break watching that episode without headphones on, and some of the other guys comes in on break and he hears the Japanese speech. He's like, what are you watching? I pause it and show it to him on the page. Like, what the hell is that? And then I unpause it, go forward to the giant cat spaceship, and turn it again. I'm like, this is what it is.
Yes, this is amazing, and you have to kind of just accept it. Like,
yeah. So I'm loving the series. I really want to see what they do next. Good.
Yeah, and like he comes out with the like Carrie said, the face turn of, I'm just an Avenger. Like, you guys are using this dragon's power, and this literally killed everything that I know and love, and I'm just here to stop that, not stop you.
Yeah, like he started out trying to kill them, but after he remembered what happened, he was like, I need this power back.
Look at it. The dragon mode Kumashiro did more damage to the city than anything else so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even before he realized what was happening, he didn't hurt the humans, and he got mad at Sensei and the maid Chan for it.
Right.
Like, oh, did you guys just brainwash me to use me as a weapon? I'm not okay with this. And then he starts remembering, and he gets on board, but only to the extent of taking their powers from them.
Yeah, like, he is the bad guy in the sense that everyone sees him that way, but he is not here to kill anybody.
Yeah, he's the anti-hero.
Yeah. And they made a point of mentioning that nobody died in the dragon attack, which is weird because it made sense. If people died, it would have added a cost.
Yeah, it does make sense too, though, that with all of the nebula weapons that are showing up, that, hey, giant cat spaceship appears in the mountains, maybe the neighborhoods immediately adjacent to it should evacuate.
Yeah, it makes sense that way too, but like, I feel like it would have added a level of cost to the usage of the photon armor.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Dragon went freaking nuts and shot a building and killed thousands of people.
That would have pretty much ended Kumashiro's career, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
She still was out of it regardless, but
So this show still seems like it's a little bit on the all ages friendly side of things. Maybe not young kids, but like early teenagers and up.
Yeah.
I feel like if it were adult only, people would have died.
Yeah.
It definitely gets the feel of Neon Genesis Evangelion for me, because with all the random murder and explosions around the city, no one ever dies, or they don't ever say anyone dies.
Right.
I think
I mean,
with
in this case,
Evangelion-
Good.
Yeah, I think with Evangelion, it's more the fact that Nerve didn't care, so it never came up.
Also true.
Probably, but the fact that they still never mentioned it is plausible deniability.
Drink came up in the manga, surprisingly enough. There was a short arc because it was adapted differently. Shinji got real sad about civilians dying.
I mean, to be entirely fair though, Shinji
Shinji got sad about stuff?
Shinji gets sad because there's no meat
Never.
convenience store.
How dare you assume that Shinji got mad
he
and
beat
sad
it
about
all.
something?
Shinji is Soya confirmed.
Eh,
You're talking Planet With.
Yes.
For me,
Uh-huh.
as a non-anime person,
Yeah.
it's that stupid one that never makes any sense. What?
Legion?
Yes. Like, that first episode was Legion.
I could see that, actually. Like, obviously not as deep and dark and what the actual fuck as Legion, but yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh,
at
yeah,
least if
psychic stuff.
At least if Crunchyroll froze while you were watching Planet With, you would know that Crunchyroll froze. And you
Yeah.
wouldn't think it's part of the show.
Yeah, because there are definite times that Jazz and I have just bad internet connection, and Legion's audio gets desynced. It's like, is this actually is this a part of the show?
Yeah, I can see
It
that.
is,
I
absolutely.
haven't watched enough Legion to be able to make that comparison well, but I've seen a couple episodes and I get it. I can see it.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy connection to make for a person who doesn't really watch anime that often.
Yeah.
And a person who doesn't really watch like S4 shows with me that often. Like it's I mean, it's mental. Like that's the thing, is it's completely a mental show on both ends. And
Yeah. I'm also hoping they explain more into the psychic powers that they're talking about, because
I
they
would
reference
have to assume
psychic.
they will.
Yeah, I assume so as well, but it wouldn't be the first time an arc disappeared off to nothing.
That's also true.
Like
Yeah, 'cause,
they've mentioned it a lot in Avenger 2 with all the psychic powers, and you can connect to her because you're so strong and psychic. And I just want to see more explanation for that and why these particular people are so able.
And not to mention, here's the bit of the elephant in the room. If using the Stardust is what makes the Photon God armor, how did they destroy the dragon in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe green-haired girl is just the dragon. Like,
yeah, it might come down to the fact that the armor is crafted from the dragon previous.
Yeah, like it's basically what I'm picturing right now is kind of Sin from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a very good comparison.
It's a cycle. They craft armor out of the previous dragon to defeat the one that's there right now, destroy it, they become the dragons and go off. Somebody takes the blood of that dragon that they killed, creates new god armor.
So, possible timeline. So, with the cat and dog talking, we've established that there is at least 2 planets that have been destroyed this way.
Yeah.
So, director was a Siriusian who survived the destruction of his planet. And the dragon was murdered. And the dragon died. And he saw the power the dragon could do, and he wanted to try and protect, quote unquote, by taking over and making sure no one could use the power. So he somehow managed to get to Earth, same way as Soya. So he just showed up on this planet with a bunch of stardust, bunch of dragon blood, and he's doing the same thing. And I would assume on Sirius the same thing happened. Somebody from the previous planet died, or the previous planet was destroyed after killing the dragon. They were possibly the last of the photon armor users, made it to a new planet, used that power to craft a new Sentai arm set. One of them went batshit insane and became the big dragon. They had to kill it. Planet was destroyed. Cycle repeats.
Sounds like it sounds as much like any kind of plot that we have so far.
Yeah, and I mean, we could be even going full Madoka here with just this is how entropy manifests in this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope not.
We'll find out in episode 5 or 6 when somebody gets their head ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week is the season finale, and then we're starting the OVA the week after that.
I mean, luckily, Planet With has gotten past the episode 3 decapitation, so we're good so far.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're maybe not quite as full blown. When does Planet With air in Japan?
Saturdays, I think. Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in there, or Thursdays.
I think our mid-season climax is going to be the climax of the heroes story.
Yeah.
Of like the typical heroes, and then it's going to start with the new adventure.
So, I have a stupid theory. And let's see about this. I'm thinking mid-season, because at the end of this episode, they look at her like she is completely and totally replaceable.
Yeah.
Bar none. I think everybody is going to jump ship and realize
Not Endeavor's not going to care.
and they're just going to jump ship, and they're going to find an ultimate power source for their psychokinetic god armor.
The power of love. Like it's probably
It'll be given
the
to them
power
by Nebula
of meat,
because the director is going to, hire a bunch of new people that are psychics, who are just the next fleet of people he's going to use as his tools.
And that does raise a good question, because like they have Soya gathering all the stardust. Yes, they're the pacifist clan, so they're trying to push humanity on the path of love.
I stay.
You don't have to gather the stardust from the enemy. You could get it and throw it in the ocean. Someone will find it eventually, but you were able to take them out before.
Psychic fish.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Aquaman, what are you doing?
Hey, Fraggle.
Aquaman confirmed. We now know what happened.
Imagine imagine what would happen if every fish had Jokido's power, Fraggle.
But yeah, like I definitely feel like there's more to it, to gathering the Stardust, than there is for keeping it.
It's gotta be, just because this isn't how this author operates.
Exactly.
Because again, going back to his previous work, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, what is being presented on the table at face value should not be taken at face value.
Ever.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about with that particular series, but I can definitely see that.
If you can find it somewhere, you know,
I have a few
at your local manga store or whatnot, because you should totally support the official release.
Yeah.
They are no longer in print. Buy them used on Amazon. That's the only way you can get them. Believe me, I've looked.
The fact that I'm hearing Biscuit Hammer, I'm interested.
Yes, it is very good. It is number 2 or 3 on my top 3 favorite manga of all time.
Wow.
And that's saying something, because I've read a whole lot of fucking manga.
I have not.
We know.
Yeah.
However, I still have a soft spot for Negima.
I need to go catch up. I have to go catch up on like 140 chapters of UQ Holder, because the UQ Holder anime was the worst garbage ever invented. So,
you know what else has a whole lot?
What?
Cells at work.
Cells in the human body.
We cells at work. Oh my god!
37
We had another
trillion.
show to talk about.
Specifically.
Okay, I have a single sentence response for literally everything I feel about the show. This show is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
This show is made by the same people that make the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime.
It
This show
is very
brilliant.
obvious.
It is
Yeah.
so obvious.
This
Episode
show
3.
is JoJo as fuck. Like,
God.
Also, since we're talking about cells at work, I guess you guys should know some background about it. This is a series that's, not surprisingly enough, I guess, there are 6 different cells at work manga series now, because there are a bunch of spin-offs and stuff like that.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
The biggest, like, most popular spin-off is Cells at Work Black, and the host body for the cells in that, the host body is an alcoholic who smokes and is, I think, also a drug addict. It is very dark.
I might need to find that one.
So they're trying to survive in that garbage.
Yes, they're trying to survive in the absolute worst possible, like, body state.
So basically, it's Shadowrun.
Yeah. Also, I know that we talked about it before we went on air, but we're talking about how this kid got pneumococcus and a scrape wound and influenza and food poisoning all within like a month of each other, right? The prevailing theory is that, lo and behold, the host body for the real series is a kid.
That doesn't make sense.
That's a possibility. I'm still going for HIV. It is an HIV patient. That would also allow us to have the mid-season, late-season plot turn to where, you know, actual stuff is kind of happening. Because I say that because obviously scrape wound being a major thing, pneumococcus being a major thing, they directly state that he's immunocompromised. All these things majorly happening back to back is either a child or somebody very sick. I go for very sick and up to and including HIV because you really only hear T cells being referenced when it comes to HIV patients.
True. But
they brought out T cells and my brain instantly went. And yes, I know they exist. I know they exist in everybody, but you don't see them in full. You don't see them in force. You don't see them coming out and being actually, need to supplement white blood cells unless they're absolutely necessary.
A couple things about what you just said. I don't think there's been any reference in time frame at all. yes, it's the red blood cell that we follow is not able to ever find anything, but that could just be her character. Like it doesn't-
It's a blood. She's a blood transfusion. She's new here.
or she just was born 3 days ago and she's dumb.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'll give like So what happened in the anime series? It's kind of funny how this turned out. Is that they put the 2 episodes that had the most amount of the platelets in them into the first 2 episodes, because they don't actually show up much until later in the first volume.
Marketing.
They knew what was going down here. Firstly,
and
secondly,
dropped.
So I'm gonna give you guys some episode titles to see like what we're gonna see for the rest of the season. Are you guys cool with hearing some of those?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the next episode we already know is cedar pollen allergy. We get to heat stress. We get to erythroblasts and meliocytes, which shows backstory for the white and red blood cells, I'm assuming. Then we get to cancer cells, part 1 and 2.
Oh, good. Kirito's in this anime.
Right.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm so glad we get our Cells at Work SAO crossover.
Yeah, we get then the circulatory system, the common cold, thymocytes, acquired immunity, and acne. And I think what they're planning on doing is if this is a 14-episode series, they're just going to do the first 3 volumes. And
That's a weird finale for acne.
It's puberty.
They could just do it like separately. They've already changed the episode order for a bunch of these anyways, so it could just be different.
Cancer definitely seems more like a finale.
Yeah, they could do that. So also I was wrong about the number of how many spinoffs there are. There are I think there are 4 total series. Cells at Work, Bacteria at Work, Cells That Don't Work, and Cells at Work Black.
Oh,
what is Cells That Don't
We
Work?
are the pirates who don't do anything.
So, I've got a quick question for you guys. Did the germs in like the first and I think like second episode, did they give off like a Akira Toriyama character design?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they definitely look like Frieza.
And like no,
100%.
they look more like Cell and the Ant King.
Regardless, like I remember one of them looking specifically like Frieza.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah,
the perfect color scheme and everything.
From
like
what's it
was
called?
definitely
Hunter x
Frieza.
Hunter.
Maybe.
Oh god, they do look like chimera ants.
Yeah, Chimera Ant,
I
the
haven't seen
Chimera
Hunter
Ant
x
King.
Hunter, but I definitely got a Frieza feel from these guys.
Yeah,
Like even if the design isn't 100% intended to look like Frieza, they all felt like Frieza. Oh, you guys! Huh, I didn't expect to run into you guys. Let's kill you. Yeah, no, it definitely felt like Frieza.
I'm gonna stop talking and listen to you guys for a little bit because I only watched the first episode because it's been real big.
Okay.
Also,
All right.
To talk about what CJ said about the whole scrape room thing, it was a big thing, yes, but you're talking about like the inside of a cell, the inside of your skin. So it's not going to be a big thing to us, but it's going to be a big fucking thing to the red blood cells, and the platelets have to deal with it. So just because it seems like it's a really big thing, and
I don't think they'll get super heavy on this series.
no, this one not.
In particular, I don't think
Not at
they'll go for something as heavy as HIV. Whereas, cancer
Cells
is
that
super
were
serious.
black would definitely
But
be an
yes,
HIV patient.
Cells that Work Black, if they ever adapt that, would probably have STD episodes.
I
for
honestly
sure.
I honestly now want to see a Cells at Work, Cells That Don't Work series. 'Cause I
Yeah,
just want
that
to
would be
see
pretty
that.
neat. So, yeah, we've got like Staphylococcus, hypovolemic shock, dengue fever, Payer's pitch, H. pylori, antigenic shift, cytokines, harmful bacteria, cancer again. If they do 2 seasons of the show, they got enough material for it at this point.
Yeah, and for those who aren't like, who saw like a clip or something of the show and don't want to ever watch it, it's actually educational.
Yeah, I learned stuff.
It teaches you about the body, which is fantastic.
Right. yeah, everything is, stylized to make it look like a city, but everything that is being presented in the show is accurate.
Right.
Like if I was teaching an anatomy class, I think I would 100% show this in my class.
Yeah, I would too.
Because it legitimately, like, it tells you what the white blood cells do, although it makes them extremely brutal.
I love it. They're the
But
best.
it teaches you what the red blood cells do. It teaches you what, like, the helper T cells do, like everything. It's all this fun stuff, and it actually, like, helps you learn about the body, which is awesome.
So I wasn't the only one that figured out that she was pushing the germ around in the first episode, right?
No, that was specific. Like, they made sure to point that out, but she, like I said, she's dumb.
Yeah. She's new at this.
I'm kind of amazed that the white blood cell didn't pick up on the box sooner, though.
They're
Well,
both
he
dumb.
did the entire time. But
They're
he
both
just
dumb.
didn't know why he was picking it up.
She's dumb in the fact that she's new, and he's dumb in the fact that he didn't expect a germ to decide to hang out in a box. And he usually expects to see things when his receptor goes off.
So, let's take a moment to appreciate Basinophil.
I agree completely.
He is my favorite character.
Like we were saying in the pre-show, the cell that scientists don't really know what it is, his job is to show up, be mysterious as fuck, and leave.
Erica and I were sitting there watching it, and every single thing he said, I can't stop laughing.
Right.
This is not jokes, but I cannot stop laughing. This
Also-
is beautiful.
Also, naive All Might.
Oh yes. Naive All Might who evolves into Joseph Joestar.
He just walks in. He's like, I'm ready to kill things.
With his Hunter x Hunter ass hair going straight up.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually confused. I wish they had covered the Influenza A. Because, like, if I remember the episode right, I don't remember seeing anything afterwards. There was the whole, like, war, and then it ended, and A shows up, and they're like, oh shit, he changed. I'm gonna go develop some more stuff. I'm gonna run away. And everyone's like, scene.
Yeah, that was the beautiful thing is they spend the entire episode fighting that one strain, and then the other strain shows up, and it's like, shit.
I gotta go.
Yeah, and then, like, at the end of that episode, I'm like, okay, so the next episode is gonna be focusing on that, and then suddenly food poisoning.
Nope, cut.
What the hell? What happened here?
Influenza B got off-screened.
Right.
It's Judy Tyson of influenza strains.
They got fridged.
Legit.
I wonder if the acquired immunity thing is going to be a vaccine, and it's going to show all the white blood cells like beating up on training dummies made
see
of
that
the
happening.
half of the dead virus cells.
An entire training arc. I'd be okay with that.
That'd be pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. Because I mean that's basically how vaccines work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, rocket sneeze. Adam has the best sneeze for this show.
Adam is now personified in an anime.
Our friend Adam of Automaton fame, when he sneezes, it sounds like a rocket ship blasting off.
It's pretty wonderful.
Sneeze Mickles.
Yes, the sneeze mickles.
All right.
Now, and I said this in Slack, and I'll be quick. I hope this gets some real stakes. Like,
Actual stakes.
I mean, we had fish steaks in the last episode, so that kind
And
of
we
counts.
saw how that turned out.
But I hope there's like a level off, like it gets to a point where there's like, oh god, we're actually having a problem here. We need to fix things. Like, it's helpful. I love it. It's wholesome fun, but like I just want it to be more
a little
like,
more than slice of life.
yeah, like I want it to be more like how to keep a mummy with a little bit. Like they didn't have a lot, but that last couple episodes having that little bit of stakes where something could legitimately go wrong.
I think it's what we're gonna get with the cancer cells episode.
Yeah,
and
we'll probably get that there.
And that's why we have the names. I'm expecting it to be switched. Although I'll be very surprised if they don't. But that's definitely like a finale type episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like Acne's totally not a finale episode. Like, let's be fair. Like, Acne's life changing, but it's not something that's gonna destroy you as like, hi, I'm cancer.
Yeah, the only way I can see Acne being the season finale if it does turn out to be a child host, and it's dun 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 puberty.
And then I will realize that we are really just watching Inside Out the anime.
No, we're watching Osmosis Jones the anime.
Yes, as it stands right now, we're watching Osmosis Jones. But if they end the season on puberty, we are watching Inside Out the anime.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, go ahead. You're cool.
I was gonna wrap up the show.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Let's go, boys.
Okay.
And ladies.
He's got places to be.
Like my bed.
Bed. Yes. I'm a very tired, anxiety-riddled boy. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to support the stream and everything that we do on the Geek.io network, head over to patreon.com/geekio. If you want to email the show, you can do that by going over to show@geek-io.net. Make sure you put anime in the subject line. If you want to get in touch with us via social media, you can do that anywhere at /geekio show. If you want to chat with us after we go offline, head over to geek-io.net/discord. If you want to listen to us live, we record Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern over twitch.tv/geekio show. Make sure you smash that love button to get notified when we go live. All right, you guys. I think that will wrap us up for this show. We will talk to you guys next time.
Oyasumi nasai.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Water Buffalo, and I hope you've enjoyed this Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2018, you see how that works?
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
The program.